Hi, everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Welcome to Happy Hour. We're back after a 3-hour live show last night where
3 hours and 20 minutes.
where we did past life, past love readings for people who were lucky enough to get one, and it was a lot of fun.
Hey, Judy, when you do that, the YouTube chat kind of flags me and says, do you want this comment to show? So maybe just not have quite so many characters there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. That never used to be a problem, so...
Not for that, but it did show up for other, comments. Sometimes YouTube would flag it, and I would have to say show or hide, blah, blah, blah. Hey, everybody.
Elsie says live black screen. Uh-oh. Anybody else having any issues, or do you see us all here?
It looks like the audio's working.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, Elsie, if you're watching on your phone, maybe you have to reboot it.
You may have to reboot. So, this is Happy Hour. We do a single card positive message for the week ahead. Tomorrow, of course, will be our live show from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will answer questions. So, but this is great. We love to give a happy message to everybody because, sometimes the tarot doesn't have happy things to say. So, but everybody's going to have some moments of happiness in their week, and we're happy to point them out to you.
I hope you guys can reboot your TV, yeah, because it seems like everybody else is doing okay.
Well, yes. We're sorry. And you know what? We will do your readings because they're on the list, and... you can come back and look at them if you can't get back in right.
Yeah, but good luck.
All right.
Alrighty, so here's the card for the collective.
So that could be why we're getting those messages, too. Maybe there's a glitchy thing going on.
Sure.
All right. Yeah, our card for the collective. Why am I shuffling these? Let me give these to you because you will be pulling for the first person. Our card from the collective, of course, is from The Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed.
I'm wearing my Pooh-Bah hat.
It's Pooh-Bah hat.
Which was crafted for me by Fiber Magic, who's in our chat room today. I love this hat.
And I wear my lucky hat, crafted by Fiber Magic, on my Material Matter show. I love that hat. I really love that hat. I was going to wear it to Convocation if we went. Although actually I was thinking of wearing the witch hat with Mr. O's. But we didn't get to go, so that didn't happen. All right. I noticed, what do you call it? An ear.
Thank you, Viper. We love you, too. And I see CJ has joined us. I'll add CJ to the list.
CJ may be the last, I think. We might be able to, since it's one card, do more, but let's not close it yet. But we're that close. Okay, everybody.
Give me a minute, please.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And I did add Lena to the list. Lena's on the list as well. Okay. So we have the Three of Fire. The Three of Fire. Oh, I'm sorry. The Three of Fire is here. That's better for me.
Yeah, I think we are going to close the list. I'm not sure.
Pretty soon. One more reading, maybe. We'll go one more. All right, so especially if Kara comes in. Kara was unable...
I don't want to say no to her twice in a row.
I know. Kara was unable to get a past life reading last night, so I don't know if she'll be here or not. I have to talk to her, but we filled up, and they take a lot longer to do.
Yeah, on average, they were about 20 minutes of reading, and we did about 9, I think, in that 3-hour, 20-minute stretch. Whew.
All right, the Three of Fire. The Three of Fire is expansion of opportunities, the fullness of creativity, achievement. I am on the right path towards my success. I have an abundance of opportunities before me. I need to trust myself, for I can make good choices for myself and co-create situations and relationships that are in harmony with my heart's desire. Right. Sometimes we have to find a way to harmonize the various aspects and areas of our life in order to achieve and accomplish our goals. Because if anything is out of balance, it could affect our ability to work effectively on our goals, right?
Right. And of course, that's the Three of Wands traditionally, right?
Yes, Three of Fire is the Three of Wands.
So a lot of times I just get from that the more traditional idea, which is saying, be aware of your surroundings, realize that maybe opportunities are coming to you, and be prepared for that, and notice those signs. All right.
All right, the updated list is posted.
There we go. Whoops, sorry.
Oh, well, that's nice. That's very nice.
Nice. I'm sure I'll see a picture on Instagram or somewhere.
There you go. All right.
And of course, Jackie is up.
Hey, Jackie, number one.
Early bird from across the pond.
God, Jackie, I'm staring at some of my books I need to tell you about right now. And I don't even know if they're still in existence. But if you can see at least an old version of it on Amazon, just to get an idea of what these are about. I'm looking at one called Life Prayers, another one called Earth Prayers, and there's more. But those two in particular are really nice works that give you a lot of things to work
You
with.
referred a couple of those to me
man.
when I started working in interfaith, and I was asked to offer a prayer of a more goddess or spiritual direction, and I used a couple of those for that, and they were pretty well received.
There's so much more, so I will give you some ideas, but also look up prayers like that are nature prayers or nature chants, life prayers, life chants, all these kinds of things will be
So there's
helpful.
your card, Jackie. It's the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles says, get into your creative pursuits. Feel the emphasis of sending love or generating, good vibes in that way. This is a time that building can really happen, building all kinds of things, physical or non-physical, with an artistic flair.
Well, Jackie, this is a time to dive into some creative pursuits, or maybe just some things that you find calming and relaxing right now. This is a time to nurture yourself in this week ahead. That, above everything else, would make you feel very happy, very, refreshed, restored your energy levels. Sometimes we give so much to others, we forget about our little old selves, and we need to do that. We need to take the time to restore ourselves because, number one, we're not good help to others if we aren't taking care of ourselves.
So, a personal note, and I hope Jackie doesn't mind or anybody, but I've announced my second retirement for the last 5 years. After I retired from my career position, I've had a part-time job, but I've announced it to be in July, and I feel like I want to, I haven't told anybody this, so I hope they're not watching.
What about me?
Give them little small gifts when I leave, thanking them, for working with them, because they really are a good crew. And I just think it'd be a nice gesture. And I know you did something similar like that too. You bought small gifts.
I bought gifts for my bosses, basically. But yeah, he lucked out on this job. I mean, it was a really great environment for him, and so I was very happy that you landed that. If I was able to spend more time on my feet and work, I would have went for a position there.
I went my entire library career in the public library, not the medical library, and ended up in my retirement part-time career having the best director I've had literally my whole life. I always had directors that just didn't really have my...
I'll take that
my
while you're
interest in
babbling with 15, 16 people.
Oh, it's like I got to go to work today. Oh, wait, I don't.
He does not. So if we do a little overtime after 3 hours last night, he
Well,
won't.
and you kept me up late with the cards and stuff like that.
I
I'm
did,
tired.
because I didn't realize we were going to be 3 hours.
Well,
I should have known. And I take full responsibility.
it's happy hour, but you really are bad at some time management.
Whoa, touche.
You're welcome, Jackie.
Hey, you are welcome, Jackie.
Do I have a bickering button? I might.
I don't think you do for this show. You should not. Ha ha.
I do. I can't get it to show. I'm not sure why.
It's because it's happy hour.
Oh, it's right there, though. It says bicker. Does anyone see it? I can't figure out why it won't show. Oh, well. I guess it was meant to be or not be.
Peace, Mr. O. Give peace a chance. Unlike our president. All right.
There you go.
Well, okay. I didn't post
Noha.
the list, but it is for Noha.
Yes, I see you just showed up again.
I
So
know,
thank
huh?
you. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're good.
All right, there it is. All right, well, whoa.
And Noha, you have the devil inside.
Well,
As
you
the
know,
old song says.
the positive about the devil is that he's giving you the opportunity here to indulge a little bit in something, to indulge in a little bit of a guilty pleasure. Have that chocolate cake, have that shake. Do something nice for yourself, pleasurable for yourself that you maybe don't normally do. Sometimes we forget the fact that life is here for us to enjoy. And so he's giving you the opportunity, in a sense here, I know you see strings on this card holding that puppet thing, but really he's holding out his hand saying, enjoy life a little bit. Enjoy the pleasures of life a little bit. Just don't get too tangled up in them. That's the trick. That's the trick with the devil.
Okay, so the devil is here, Noha, to say also, indulge in your wild side. Your wild side doesn't mean you have to be cruel or rude. It means you just indulge in your kind of natural instincts. We live in a world where maybe society says, don't do this, but always do that, blah, blah, blah. The devil is saying sometimes it's okay to resist that kind of programming.
Yeah, I understand you're going through all that, Noah, and it's very, very stressful.
Oh, I'm sorry,
which
yeah.
makes the point even more strongly that sometimes you have to try to lift your own spirits to help you cope with some of the things that are going on around you. So do what you can to just do something nice for yourself, because you're going through a lot right now, and you do need that. So I wish you luck, and don't forget on our Sunday or Thursday live show, you got to get there early. We've been filling up really fast, but we'll be happy to take any questions you have about, your situation.
Well, the thing, too, that I would just say in the end here, Noha, is that the devil is a power figure, and it often does talk about, conflicts in our lives and trying to resolve them. And so from that idea of the puppet strings, what I take is that maybe this is saying you can be more in control. You can be the person directing yourself. So you have to maybe buy into that idea that assertiveness to some degree will always be your friend. And we would love to see you again. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
So
Love
good
to
luck
you.
with your situation, and be nice to yourself this week, because, situations you're dealing with are not very nice. So you be nice to you. Good luck with that. All right.
Namira, right?
Yes, Namira
Right,
is
so
up.
that's back to me.
Yes. Oh, yes, I pulled that devil. Okay.
Thank you, Elsie. Blessings to everyone. This is going to be a real horrible and rough period that the entire world is probably going to be moving into.
Yeah, if you haven't heard about the U.S. and Israel bombing and making a major operation in Iran, it's not just taking out a nuclear facility.
They're going for a regime change.
So,
make no mistakes.
Not wanting to get into this in happy hour, but
Right.
I would just say that I had looked at some people's comments about this astrologically, and they're saying what a bad time they picked to start a war. I mean, there's no good time to start a war, but, this is not going to go well for the people who started this, I feel.
And there's a celestial event today where apparently all the planets are lining up, and they picked this day to do that.
That's right, too.
Not happy. All right, Namira, let's get right on with you. We do need peace. Thank you for that. And you're the one that maybe can help deliver it. It's the High Priestess.
Ooh, that's
and
a
I always
nice
like
card.
to point out that the High Priestess is so aware she could have her eyes open or closed. It wouldn't matter. She's seen all in a way. This is the idea really of going for being in touch with your intuitive and knowing nature. There's an aspect of healing here too, because if you know yourself, you can heal yourself too. I'm going to let you take over.
Well, I really do like the open shut eyes on this card. It is so beautiful, a representation of this High Priestess. And so basically, I think what it says is you see what you see with your eyes open, but then you shut your eyes and you process it. You process it and listen to what your higher wisdom is telling you about the situation or circumstances you're looking at. And so this High Priestess is saying that this week will be highly intuitive for you. You can trust what your inner wisdom is telling you about a person, a situation, and it will save you from grief, and you'll feel really good about that. I mean, also, you'll just feel really good if you get some messages even, dreams or some other kinds of signs and synchronicities that point to something, in your life. I think all of this is possible when you get the High Priestess card.
Very nice. And I can't add anything more to that. And I appreciate everybody's comments. Right. We want all of, the service persons, really who don't need to be there to be safe.
Oh boy, I don't know what to say.
And Preeti is up. Hi, Preeti.
Preeti is up. Hi, Preeti. Yes. Gosh, should we do maybe our WTF should be about this since it started.
Yes. We've been thinking about doing
do.
another WTF, and just as we start thinking about what it'll be, something else happens. We're like, WTF?
I'm tired
we can't keep up.
I'm tired of saying it. There's always something really creepy going on.
I got mine, Judy.
We got coffee.
Yeah.
Okay. Preeti. Wow. Woo. Your mind's on fire this week, Preeti.
It's the Ace of Wands.
Yeah, I mean, so many ideas. How about initiating one of them? I think this is the week that, if you start something new, you could put yourself on a more successful path. So this is a time to consider some of the ideas that have been floating around in your head. Or, even if it's an idea for some fun activities. I mean, it doesn't have to be all work with the Ace of Wands. It's just something that excites you, something that you want to do. Maybe something that's different from, your normal status quo. So this is saying go for it. Take a chance on it and go for it.
Something is exciting and inspiring, Preeti. And it could also be about, you moving into a realm of networking of some sort, social circles, social entertainment, everybody clicking together for unified purpose, perhaps, or certainly for mutual, comfort and gain and things like that. So it's a really good week to start new projects or to start new associations or friendships, things like that.
So good luck with that. That's an awesome card. I love it. We're on Siama.
Hi, Siama. You're welcome.
Oops. Judy, you will be next. I'm sorry, I hit the return button too fast. We're on Siama right now. And then you will be next. I got a little trigger happy there. I could delete it, but I'll keep it.
Are we supposed to be closing the list or not?
Oh!
You said one more, maybe. I don't know.
I did.
What are you at?
We are at 16. So I just said one more, yeah.
That's right. Okay. So this one is for Siama, and it's the King of Cups.
Ah.
And the King of Cups...
We've been seeing him a bit lately.
Right. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like kindness. We all realize kindness always works best. And the King of Cups is somebody who's not only kind, but maybe they want to assist you in certain ways by maybe, you know, counseling you or giving you good advice. This could, in fact, be yourself and your demeanor and presence and engagement with the world in this week ahead. If it's not that, if you're not that role of, and it's not necessarily a peacemaker, but it is somebody who is about peace. It's somebody who basically wants to express the feeling of human love between us. So if it's not you, it could be what you encounter in this week regardless.
I just want to look at something again as I comment here. And you know, he's wearing this chain that has a fish on it, which is of course emblematic of the water element that he is master of. But the thing is, Siama, that it also fish also in a lot of different cultural interpretations, etc., signify abundance. And so, you know, consider this week that you'll be feeling an abundance of joy and happiness and harmony with others. You know, you might lead the charge with that actually, you know, and make people feel better, you know, about things, you know, when you join up with friends or colleagues at work or whatever the case may be, family. Be the person with the smile on their face and the person who, you know, greets people warmly and really, you know, gets into some happy conversation, some good conversation with them. Be a good listener and be somebody who approaches people in a positive manner. I think this week is going to be one of joy for you.
All right. And
Good
you're
luck
welcome.
with that.
And yes, Jackie, wow. Exactly, you know, and the little people, you know, have to figure out what they can do.
Even the general said no. Even the general said no, but he did it anyway. So the generals can't stop him. Nobody can stop him. So nobody, you know, it's just unfortunate because I really feel here there's a difference in a bombing campaign for a specific target and regime change. Regime change is an act of war, and you have to go through Congress for that. But he didn't. He didn't. So.
All right, Judy, it's you.
I mean, I'm sorry. He just doesn't declare war, so it's not a war. That's just not. No. Anyway. My 2 cents on that. I guess I'll have something to talk about when I film my Material Matters show because Bitcoin apparently already has kind of been tanking. And they say we can expect the same from the stock market on Monday as well. All right. Okay, Ms. Judy. Did you have this before? I don't know. Somebody, either you or Elsie had this before. But that's the Queen of Swords. So I'm feeling here, Judy, that getting this again, if you have gotten it again, is indicating that, you know, some deep thinking is going on right now. You know, you're analyzing either one or more areas of your life or your work and determining, you know, what actions or what things need to be done or said in a particular situation or, in a particular thing that you're working on. And so this is a real deep thinking card, but, some of us really, we get great joy out of planning and thinking things through. Don't allow this to get too heavy on your heart this week, because you should feel good about giving things their proper perspective. And when you give things time, when you think about things thoroughly, you can be sure that likely you're making the right decision you need to make for the moment.
This card really is a nice card, Judy. What speaks to me here is the sense of comfort this person is experiencing as they ponder important things. And so the point is that you can have both in a way. You can really deal with important things that need to be done, whether it's about your personal life or about your role in the world at large, but you can do it without feeling stress. You can assume the mantle of positivity and belief and confidence in yourself. And I think that's kind of a hallmark of, one of the court cards of swords is feeling confident. I think confidence in all those court cards in their respective areas, but this is about your ability to decide and implement things. So that's the week for you, is really tackling those issues from a point of comfort.
And do it with joy. Do it with joy. It's not a chore. It's not a chore. Sometimes we think it is. But it's not. So good luck with that.
You're welcome. Much love to you.
And we are on Shirley. Shirley, we're sorry we couldn't take you last night either.
We did.
We did?
I thought we did.
No. Did we?
Shirley, didn't we do a reading for you last night? The past life reading?
Oops.
Maybe we did. Maybe we didn't.
I didn't think we did. So you came after, wait, you added her, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's what happened.
You were added right at the end, or almost like that. Wasn't it when Nancy came in? I don't remember. Oh my goodness.
Man, we are so fogged.
It was only last night and I don't remember.
We are so fogged. But, we stayed up too late afterwards because we were up, getting our cards of the day out and stuff like that.
It was a wind down factor too, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Judy. Yeah.
It would have been pretty late for you.
It would have been pretty late. And, we'll do a more general past life one later in the year.
It'll be shorter for readings.
Well, maybe it'll be shorter for readings, but it'll be more about the past life itself, not just a relationship per se. Unless, of course, that comes up in the reading. But this one was focused specifically on past life, past love.
And Shirley is up.
What?
And Shirley gets our first repeat card.
How did that happen again?
I don't know, but Shirley, you got the Queen of Swords. So, I don't think it means exactly the same thing. We know you more so maybe than Judy to be involved in a couple of business operations, and so this sort of works with that. It's more about maybe management oriented and more about pulling together the infrastructure in a way of that. So it signals the idea that you two have decisions to make, and they may be more specifically about your various businesses, but you are finding that the approach to doing that really is non-drama, that it's not going to be about how you divide your energy or resources up between things. You're actually figuring out how you can apply your energy equally.
Well, Shirley, I also wonder here if you're kind of in a holding pattern, waiting for something to be decided. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I just sort of feel that way, that you might be in a holding pattern right now, and you're surveying your options. Is there more that you could do to, get this judgment or decision to happen? Or, should you be doing something else? And meanwhile, should you be, like, for example, maybe with some of the jobs you've been applying for, should you wait on this, or should you go ahead and start applying elsewhere, etc. I just feel like you're waiting on something here. It just looks like, and I mean, look at it this way, that if you're waiting for something to happen or develop it, it's the potential that something good could come out of it is still there. And so keep hope alive, keep enthusiastic about what you're waiting for, and give it the time, give people the time it takes to respond. So, but that doesn't mean you should put your life on hold either. Just don't get all stressed out about this. There's really no reason to, because you're taking positive steps in the right direction, and now you're waiting for the response from that.
There's almost a hint that maybe towards the end of this you might hear news about one of these things, and so then you'll be able to more concretely focus that way.
So that's what we have for you. Good luck
All right,
with that.
and so we're on Nancy, and I believe we met
Hi,
Nancy for the first time last night at our past lives. Is it your turn or mine?
It is. It's mine. You threw that Queen of Swords a second time. Remember?
All right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you.
Okay. I'm half asleep, but no, actually, I'm not. I'm pretty awake now, actually, but that doesn't mean my brain is operating at how should I say, 100%.
What's that?
All right. All right, Nancy.
Yeah, we were thinking about you, Jackie. I don't know if you heard us, your ears buzzing, but we knew you probably wouldn't be able to come by.
Okay, Nancy. You have the Judgment card. Whoopsie, put it down there.
There you go.
Sorry. And I really love this card for a number of reasons, this portrayal of the Judgment card. It's like her spirit is ascending. Her spirit is being renewed. There's a part of you inside of you that wants to come out again, maybe, perhaps. I look at this card two different ways. Sometimes it's about, and I'm not ruling this out either, that you're about to make a major transition or change in your life, because it's not like in the same sense of the Death card. This is something that is well thought out, and you realize it's time to grow in some ways. It's time to step outside of that comfort zone. But when I see this card, I also feel that it could be there's some latent talent or something inside of you that wants to resurface again. And so it's time to give it life. It's time to rebirth it and bring it back out again. And you'll feel such joy in doing it. Maybe this is even about taking up a hobby you used to have, or some art and craft you used to do, or some writing. Whatever it is, you're going to rebirth it, and it will bring you joy. If you rebirth it, it will bring you joy.
There are so many really cool ways to look at this card. It really is a card of a person rising out of themselves, in a way, metaphorically or literally, to do something that they are now called to do, to become a new kind of person, or to realize a new truth, or find a new energy or resource within themselves. And I feel this could be saying too that this week is the week where maybe a certain realization could happen that, isn't so life-changing that everything is different, but really adds some context or meaning to something maybe that has been missing in a way from your life. And it's not going to make you go back to church or, do things differently necessarily, but the change is inner, and the change, you will know, means really something.
So good luck with that.
Good luck,
Nancy. Good to see you here. And thank you.
Alrighty, you're welcome too.
All right, so we are on Elsie.
Hi, Elsie. Elsie with the angel numbers. Well,
oh my goodness, 222 I've been seeing everywhere. And it just keeps happening. 222 and 333. I don't know why. I understand the symbology, but I still can't figure out why They're popping up so much. 555 used to come up a lot for me when I was working. I remember that.
Yeah, I do too. I used to get that a little bit. All right, Elsie.
Ooh.
And we have the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is a card of balance, but it's the balance of emotional harmony and trust with somebody, specifically or otherwise. You could be vibrating to a more universal, unconditional love for the world, but this could also be about your personal relationships too, obviously with your daughter or anyone else in your family that you are that close to. It's a time for you to celebrate that and share it.
Right. I think it's, this week is a time to get joy from your relationships with others, to feel that deep connection that you have with family, with friends, with a love interest, whatever it is. This is a time to really fall into that harmony and that connection. We all need connection in life, and not just, what do I want to say, superficial connection. It's deeper connection we need, and our souls crave it, our hearts crave it. And this card is such a beautiful representation of what happens when people share love in whatever form with one another. Beautiful things can be created. Beautiful merging of energy. Two heads are better than one. Two hearts are better than one. Good luck with that, Elsie.
And on screen, I have closed the list.
Okay.
We still have 7 readings plus our own, etc.
Okay, that's fine.
So I figured it was time.
Yep. So everybody currently on the list will get a reading.
We'll get the happy hour reading. You are welcome, Elsie. You have a great week.
All right, let me pin that. And
there we go.
Let's move on to Country Love. Hi, Country Love. All right.
Namaste. And that's right, everybody, too, that after all the readings, including the ones we do for ourselves, we will do a Namaste blessing, so we hope you stay for that.
And we do readings for us, which is silly and
I mentioned
fun.
that.
Also, we were joking last night, but I don't think it's such a joke that me and Mr. O should do a past love reading for ourselves and see where we perhaps were. I understand that we were sisters and etc. in a previous life, but maybe we also nudge had another relationship.
Oh, I'm sure we did.
Yeah.
Of course.
And so we were thinking of doing a video, but having a live chat so we could comment with you throughout that video about our reading.
And it would only be our reading, and you could, add your own commentary, poke fun, keep it decent.
Yes, keep it clean. All right. We'll try to.
All right, Country Love.
Well, Country Love. It's the Ace of Swords upright. Another ace has popped up. Love it.
It is the Ace of Swords.
Wow, the beginning of a period this week of, and Mercury is retrograde, and we always focus on the negative of Mercury retrograde, which is understandable. But there's the positive elements, too, that it really forces us to slow down and start thinking things out more. And also our brain becomes more active. Our inner world becomes more active during this time. And I feel that energy here with this Ace of Swords, that you're going to be doing a lot of, I don't think it's thinking per se, but a lot of ideas are going to be surfacing this week. Little epiphanies, maybe, if you've been having a problem you are unable to solve, or you're trying to fix something that's broken, and, you're unable to find a right solution, that could be something that comes to you. Or some new ideas for projects or goals. It's a win-win to take those ideas and then really start to implement them.
So you know what I think? The stairway of your mind goes both directions.
Ooh,
you can go up or
nice.
down, in or out. You can go in either direction, and there's much to find along the way. This is a week where maybe inspiration comes to you strongly, or maybe you are finding ways to inspire others, but it's more than that, because the Swords really does talk about positive undertakings. So you can use this time really to further your own plans, further a lot of other things. A lot of it is about what is really possible to achieve. And I like what Banshee said, because it is very true that Mercury retrograde sometimes gives us an opportunity to understand things or aspects that we didn't before, and then in the resolution period it may actually be very helpful. So good luck to you.
And finally, one other thing, if you have already thought things out, and this would be an ideal week to just implement, just start, taking one of those ideas and running with it. I think maybe some of the thinking process might have already been underway here, but this week, it's really shining a light on saying it's time to take what's inside your brain, and bring it out, bring it forth. Good luck with that.
Upstairs, downstairs.
Alrighty.
Back to me.
We are on Salama. I thought you pulled that card because I pulled it.
You're right.
Cups for
I just
Elsie.
realized that I was thinking about that at the moment. So
I'm on it, Mr. O. Today, I don't know how, but
no one can fool you ever.
It's not nice to
Just
fool
doesn't happen.
the Banshee.
So I checked the calendar, and we won't be doing the unhappy hour just yet, but it is coming up around March 9th. That's when the fourth quarter moon happens, and we do the unhappy hour. The unhappy hour is a slight misnomer, because it's really our reading that helps you cope with those energies. More on that in a minute.
And it's a video. It's a video instead of a live show like this
Right,
one.
but there's a lot there, so check it out.
Wow, we got a lot of thinking or ruminating going on here this week. So, Salama, you have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. And I would say this. If you're feeling overburdened or tired or exhausted right now, take a step back. Take a step back this week and try to figure out ways in which you can make yourself feel better about things. Is there certain things that you do every day that you can streamline or make easier for yourself? Are there certain tasks or responsibilities or goals that you can set aside for a while if you've been too busy or overwhelmed? This is a time to figure out ways to make your life smoother and easier. And I believe, with this Four of Cups there's absolutely an opportunity to do so. You just have to kind of open your mind and really think about and strategize ways to make yourself feel better each week, to make yourself feel happier each week instead of stressed out.
It's exactly right. And the idea that it is the cups and the Four of Cups suggests strongly that a lot of this is about what you are really emotionally very drawn to. And so much of it may have some amount of interlap or intersectionality, but maybe you realize they're not all the same. Not everything is the same. It behooves you really to take your time with discernment here. So this may be a week where you really want to try to figure out all the different angles. It almost sounds like college admissions or things like that, where you really have to get into the nitty gritty. But from that emotional point of view, there is some nuance here, and this will be a good week for you to try to parse that out, figure it out.
Good luck with that.
All right.
And it's yours, and we are on Rowan.
Hi, Rowan. How are you?
Oh, we're doing fine time-wise. We'll be a little overtime, but not bad at all. Not like last night.
I'm thinking about bladder time-wise.
Oh, no. Well, that's
when
because
the
you drink
bladder says, enough.
Because he drinks too much of this.
Too bad. Oh, wait. Depends.
Oh, bad in
No,
joke.
Mr. O is not ready for depends yet.
Well, I am using, and Mr. O has been bringing it out for me lately. I do like this cup. It's my Wayne State University mug, and that is where I graduated from with both of my degrees, my bachelor's in journalism, my master's in library science, and I worked there for a number of years as well while I was obtaining my degree. So I have a lot of ties to that university, and I love the color green, so...
Thank you, Fiber. At least someone gets it.
Ah, Fiber, don't you feed the troll here. The coffee troll. Don't do it, Fiber. You have no idea. I'm worried about when he retires. There will be coffee pot brewing like all day. And that is not going to happen.
You say that like it's a bad
That's
thing.
not going to happen.
All right, it's Rowan. And 3P, Queen of Swords. Rowan, you too have the Queen of Swords for this week coming. It seems to me like, there's a thoughtful decision you need to make. It may be more about where you're actually headed. It's not just a yes or no decision. And I get that just a different sense of what's going on with this queen.
Oh, she's back, yeah.
For you. And so you may feel like there's a movement you need to consider making, a path to walk or a direction change. It could be something where your strong hand or presence is really needed here. You're the one who's going to make the difference. I get the feeling like maybe there is slight collaborative ability here. It may be something that is shared between, you and some other people, closer people to you.
Wow, this is coming up a bit. It's interesting. Swords and cups today, for the most part, right? I kind of get the feeling here that, this is just a time to take a look at things through more objective eyes this week. This is a time where maybe this week you'll actually have a little bit more time to really think more deeply about a situation or circumstance that you may be in or may be facing or that's going on around you that, is affecting you in some way, and try to figure out what your role should be here or what you should do about it. I think here this is a time, too, where it's possible here that you could be making some other people happy this week, which will make you happy too, I hope, because, we like to spread happiness. And the thing is, the Queen of Swords is a thinker. So if somebody comes up to you with a problem or an issue, maybe you are the one who could at least give them more to think about or come up with the right solution. Sometimes people just need to talk too, and be a good listener this week. That's another aspect of this Queen of Swords. I think even more so than the King of Swords. He does take everything in, but this queen really uses her head and heart to try to figure out, the approach that's best for everybody involved.
Aw, thanks, Kyle. Yeah. Well, if you don't mind, of course.
Yeah, we're sorry, Kyle. We do fill up fast these days, so we apologize.
We appreciate your support, of course.
Oh, why'd I do that?
And we always like, the extra little tidbits of knowledge that you add to some of the readings.
Yeah.
So we do appreciate that. Yeah, we had a real long night last night. I don't know if you knew, but we did Past Lives, Past Loves, and we ran for 3 hours and 20 minutes.
So, yeah, and we didn't do that many readings. It's just a very long process. I want to streamline it a bit, but I do think that some of the things we pulled were important. So we have to figure out a better way and approach. All right, so Fiber is up now, and that's what we have for you. Good luck with that, Ruin. And I
have put the bicker button down there, as you can see.
What? Get that off. We aren't bickering right now. Get that off of there.
All right, I'll take it away for now.
All right, Fiber. Thank you. Thank you, Rowan. God bless
you too.
as well to
Thank
you. Okay. What?
Not again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time for a new deck? What?
Look it. Is there any bends on this card? No. It's the Queen of Swords.
It's our own form of AI. We're just recycling the readings. No,
honestly, we'd have to think about the astrology this week. Maybe there is reasons for this card to come up. And I also think with Mercury retrograde, there is going to be a lot of thinking going on. And not to mention what's going on in the world. You know, there's going to be a lot of people trying to process WTF like we are. So, Fiber.
That's true, I guess.
You know, this is you mapping out strategies, making plans this week, and Mercury retrograde is absolutely the time to do this. It's more a time for planning and thinking and strategizing than implementing something. But I mean, that's not to say you can't implement something. It's just that this is more favored.
You know, I like that. I think that's what this is. You are the Queen of Swords. I think this is really pretty much a sign to you that there's a lot of process you can do. There's a lot of brainstorming you can do. And maybe if there are, important decisions that need to be made but not necessarily implemented, and I guess that's the tricky part of Mercury retrograde, Do you wait and it's okay? I guess you'll have to meditate on that and figure it out. But this is more of a time for strategy than anything else.
Isn't this like the fourth time it's come up?
It is the fourth time.
The fourth time it's come up today. So I do believe that, we see these things for a reason.
You're one of those.
And Fiber, you are a Libra, right? You are a Libra. So I can see why this came out for you in a way, or why it's come up. So, yeah. Make some just decisions, make some righteous choices, plan, strategize, and that's the way. That's the way towards success. So, good luck with that. Mr. O will be pulling for.
I was waiting for that because I'm like, it's not just Libra.
Now watch me
Triple
here.
Libra.
I am putting this in the middle somewhere, different, and let's see if it comes up for Mr. O anyway. I probably just jinxed us, but let's see. All right.
Share. Oh, wait, that's the thing that can't share that easily.
Carl is up.
Hi, Carl.
Hey, Carl. We're hitting the bottom of the list now as we're nearing the hour. But we'll get you all in. We'll do readings for ourselves and then the Namaste Blessing, which I have nearby. Making sure. All right. And this is the conclusion of Super Tarot Love Month.
That's right.
I'll be shelving some of my oracles. I'll be keeping a couple of love oracles out because love doesn't go away just because Super Tarot Love Month goes away.
It is a repeat, but it's not that one.
Okay.
It's the Two of Cups. Oh.
See, that's what I'm saying. We're getting a lot of swords and hearts today,
Yes.
cups today. Yeah.
So, gee, I wonder, the Two of Cups.
Hey, you two, what are your plans?
I think, it's a blowout for Super Tarot Love Month. I don't know, but it's really like, Caro, you're placing so much harmony and trust with Fiber right now, and that the idea that there is so much you are co-creating together. Look at those Skittles just landing in the bowl there. That's a beautiful thing.
Oh gosh, you can't let go of that Skittles.
He's always thinking too. That's right.
Well, yes. Love is on your mind. You care a lot deeply for fiber. It's very clear. You both care for each other equally. You both have a very, very, compatible energy. You are so well connected. And it's beautiful. And so celebrate that. Celebrate that in some way this week, I think that's what this is about is, maybe you blend your energies well for all the projects you are working on for other people, that involve other people, but maybe this is a week to do something nice for both of you. That intimate dinner out or whatever.
It's a sense of being totally complimentary for this week ahead. I mean, you always are, but maybe there's something about these celestial forces or whatever else that just magnifies that.
Wow.
Have fun.
So, have fun. Good luck with that. Alrighty.
All your Skittles in a row. I like that. So, hey, if you needed a real question from us rather than the happy hour message, you're welcome to come back tomorrow. Join us for our regular live stream from 2 to 4 p.m. It's on the screen there. And we'd love to see you.
Okay, Lena is up.
Hi, Lena.
All right. Well, we got some wands again, some wand activity. We have the Queen of Wands, which is a wonderful card. Oh, yes. Wonderful card. Set your life on fire this week, Lena. I just had to say that, because it can be contagious. Your enthusiasm, your optimism, your positive attitude could inspire and influence others as well as make you feel real good about life. This is a time to do things that bring you joy, but also that bring you optimism, that make you feel good, that do the things that you are passionate about right now. Light a fire under yourself. So if you want to improve your lot in life and your conditions financially or otherwise, it's time for you to light that fire. You have to be the spark. But once you do, set something off, other people will be ready to receive that.
And I'm going to call this the happy dance card or the happy dance moment for you, Lena. It just sort of feels like there's so much energy that you're going to have to expend some of it. And right now, or the sooner the better. And the best way maybe, I think, is for you to have physical movement, maybe really uplifting. Do it within, perspective. Don't give yourself a heart attack or fall down the stairs accidentally. But I think there's a sense here of dynamic movement that is physical, and maybe there's also some internal too. You're moving towards engagement with something that maybe will magnify your own energy and then re-magnify that energy. It just seems like it's something that will propel itself along for a while, certainly the whole week.
Wow, so good luck with that. Lena. And finally, we are on last but not least, CJ.
Hi, CJ.
Good to see you, CJ. Good morning to you. Good almost afternoon here. We got an hour before afternoon hits.
I think CJ is somewhere closer to our time zone, too. I don't think they're very far away if I remember the mailing address.
Just going to start shuffling these. I know we got to do our readings. What?
I just feel that it's remarkable that my bladder has held up so well. I know you all
Thanks
wanted
for
to hear that.
sharing. I know everybody is following Mr. O's bladder progress.
Depends. No.
You know, are his corny jokes the thing I get irritated by, or his singing?
All right, CJ.
It's a toss-up. What?
What?
How are you doing this?
I don't know. You got the Two of Cups also. And you saw me. I ruffled them twice.
Well, again, I would just say here, CJ, this could be one of two things. If you're in a relationship or you're starting a relationship, there could be a deepening going on here. If you meet somebody new, there could be an instant kind of connection. But failing that, I would also say that on a personal level, there's a real inner and outer harmony and connection going on here for you this week. Everything just seems harmonized within and without.
Right, I can't, we don't know you very well, but I get the feeling like this could be either or both.
Yeah.
Hi there.
Hi,
You could
Justice.
be moving towards a relationship or a deepening of a relationship, or it could be that relationship within yourself, that the harmonizing and the ability to trust yourself for certain reasons, trusting yourself for your own judgment, your own emotional happiness, realizing that you are responsible for your own happiness, whether it's with somebody else or not, or with a group of people, and you empower yourself to make sure you get it.
Yeah. So this should be a really harmonious
Justice.
week for you, one way or another. So enjoy that energy. And yeah, hi Justice. We had the Two of Cups come up 3 times and the Queen of Swords come up 4 times. Crazy stuff.
There's a world of love, a whole new world of love. I won't tell you where that comes from.
Anyway, that's what we have for you, CJ, plus a little song by you-know-who.
I couldn't resist.
Oh, gosh, she can never resist.
You're welcome.
Where's Tarot Oki, Mr. O? How's the progress going? Well, I'm sure a lot more will be possible once he's retired.
It's not going to take
There
that
it
long.
is. Here, put them in the box. That's what I was looking for, the box.
Don't I want to read first?
Oh, actually, it's me. I want to read for you first.
Why? So you can pull, I don't know, the Queen of Swords
Because
or the
you just...
Two of Cups.
Because you just pulled for someone, and I want to be the next to pull
The
for
protocol
you.
must be observed.
Well, also because maybe, just maybe, I can mix these cards up good so you won't get...
Which one is that, Justice? We did a nice one to watch. A lot of people stayed and watched it after theirs was over. The Past Lives, Past Loves. One of our friends, Lisa, stayed all the way then. A couple people did. Kara did too, and she didn't
Oh my
even
gosh,
get a reading.
I know I feel bad about Kara, but...
Aw, that's why she avoided us today. We're sorry, Kara.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. O. Now
Thank you,
watch.
Fiber. I appreciate that.
You deserve this.
Uh-oh.
You deserve this.
Tell them I don't.
It's the Queen of Swords!
No!
Again!
How could it be?
It's a 5-peat. A 5 repeat.
Holy crap.
You got some thinking to do.
Something's wrong with these cards. That's what I think.
Honestly, I don't think so. I'm looking at them, and they're in far better shape than my good tarot. So I don't know what it is.
Okay.
But at any rate, here we are. Here's the Queen of Swords again. And I think you need to think things through this week. Come up with a plan to do a project or a goal that you've had on the back burner. You did some thinking this last week and you changed your emotional exchanges, right?
Yeah, but I think this is something else.
I think this is something else. I was just using that
It's
as
the
an
dreaded
analogy.
projects everywhere I look. Oh, look, you need to fix that. Oh, look, that needs to be cleaned. Oh, look.
Maybe some of this thinking should involve thinking about projects around the house.
That's what I was referring to.
Ah. Well, I'm glad we're on the same wavelength there. All right, well.
I don't know, Fiber, but there's getting to be too many. Well, then, I'll fix your wagon.
How many do we have in the deck? You know, that's a good question because, I don't know, I will check. We have 3 versions of this deck. Did some cards get mixed in here? I really don't think so, though.
Don't tell her. Oh, hi.
I really don't think so.
No, we didn't do that.
But that is a good idea there. And actually, I will say this. This has happened to me once before where I mixed a card from an old deck into a new by mistake. And so it has happened.
Now,
and I will check this deck, rest assured.
But there are some specialty decks. Isn't there one where the tower's on every card? Isn't there one like that?
I'm so sorry I
in
did
every
not
card?
get that deck.
It's more of a novelty, but it's
called
fun.
the Tower Time deck, and I don't even think it's in print anymore. You know, it was a indie deck, and admittedly, what it was a tower on every card, and then figures from the other cards falling from the tower. You know, in each of the card things. So, as an interesting concept, though, I really did like it.
Well, of course, she's so unique. She did not get any of the cards we had. She got her own card, the Ace of Pentacles. Look at you go. Ace of Pentacles. You're about to come into something that maybe will really be helpful to prosperity.
Is it some money, Mr.
Material
O?
matters. What?
Is it some money, Mr. O?
Where could this be coming from? Stock markets?
Lottery?
Lottery?
It's not going to come from the stocks. Sheesh.
Probably not going to come from the stocks.
It's going to tank on Monday, I guarantee you.
So you're beginning something, or something will happen that really has a good outcome for you, more so in the material matters. It could be, you know, even you resolving that a new project you're going to start, or make me start it, around the home. You know, this could be issues about the actual physical property of things. There may be things to look into that you want to do.
Yeah. Good observation, Justice. I can't argue with that. Maybe that's why we're getting the card so much. The Queen of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles.
Yeah, I think you're right, Justice.
Wow, you know, I could start something that could really take root. You know, and it's interesting to me because I've already been mapping out I started something in winter that I'm going to continue. I'm doing a seasonal synchronizing with the seasons reading. So when spring equinox comes around, and each reading is a little different from the other seasons. It's aligning you with the energies of the season. So that video will be coming out on spring equinox.
Right, and I know Judy mentioned something about, spring almost here, so check that out. We'll announce the date probably in the next
And hey, people,
weeks.
Hey. It's not just spring equinox. It's my birthday season! Woohoo! Woohoo! Woohoo!
How could we ever forget that?
That's right. Month-long celebration. You can wish me happy birthday every day when the sun enters Aries.
Okay.
That's what we have
Happy
for us.
birthday.
Aw. Thank you. I expect that every day from you.
Yay. All right, so it's time for the Namaste blessing,
Yep.
and then we can all leave. And look at that. It's nearly 11:11.
Wow. Hey,
What a-
maybe I'll have this blessing.
What a sign. Yes,
Done
I know.
by
Fiber.
then?
Yes, I know. Do you see what I have to put up with?
That's right, Fiber. I'm in my power. I feel it already. I feel it coming.
And I love the Namaste blessings. They have the artwork Are they totally by Tony, or is it
They are by Tony.
Tony Carmine Salerno, whose work I love using? I use it. I have several other of his decks. Nice stuff.
Pick a card, Mr. O. Pick a card. Ooh.
Shoot.
Yeah, I don't remember this one. If we had it, it was a long time ago. There it is.
Uh-huh.
There's all these stars on the tree. There's like 2 stars and 2 hearts on the tree.
Uh-huh.
And it is the blessed treasure within. The qualities you admire in others, you too possess. There is a treasure within you. This card is here to help you reconnect with the well of wisdom, creativity, and beauty inside you. It's time to shine your light. And it's funny, I think of the Queen, that image of the Queen of Wands in this deck, when I saw that line, it is time to shine your light. She's holding the light in her hand, and all those lights illuminate around her because she was the spark that set it off.
I have the power.
And so really, this is a time to bring out those treasures within. Don't just keep them to yourself. The world needs more treasure. The world needs us all to contribute to the joy, the peace and harmony, to making a better world. It takes all of us to do that. So, namaste, everybody. Wishing you a happy day ahead, a happy week ahead, and a happy life. Why not, right? So take care. We hope to see you again real soon. Thanks for all your support.
Thank you, Fiber. Appreciate that.
Bye-bye for now.